Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to analyze the gymnastics of Olympic champion Simone Biles with then and now comparisons of her gymnastics as she prepares for the Olympic Games. I will also do an in-depth analysis of her tumbling and show how she tumbles so high and does the incredible tumbling skills that she does. Simone is seemingly at a level above all her fellow competitors, and some of those reasons seem obvious. Her level of difficulty includes many skills that have never been done before, and she seems to perform them very easily. Even with her incredible level of difficulty, her mental toughness in competition shows in her consistency. Let's analyze Simone's tumbling passes. This is a double layout full out or a full twisting double layout, and hers is the highest I've seen. Her technique is incredibly efficient. Just like a pole vaulter generates speed in the run, a gymnast generates speed in their back handspring. In gymnastics, the goal is to find the length of back handspring that allows you to travel across the floor as fast as possible. Simone's back handspring is incredibly long, and she's only 4 foot 8 inches tall. She plants her feet like a pole vaulter and explodes off the floor. Simone is uniquely patient to complete her lift before she starts her twist. She twists a little bit earlier these days, as you can see here, but she still completes her set and reaches her maximum height. There are 7 years between these two layout full outs you're watching, and she still does it incredibly well dropping out of this skill. Watch for this. It looks like her back handspring is in fast motion and her flips are in slow motion because she goes so high. Let's take a look at her double-double layout, or 2 flips with 2 twists in the layout position. She completes her set and lift just as she did with her full twisting double layout. Look how late that is, very patient. You can actually see her chest rise as she initiates her twist, and look at the height, beautiful. Again, she finishes the full out and drops out of this skill, just satisfying to watch. There are not many female gymnasts that do this skill, but here's a side-by-side with Michaela Skinner. You can really see how patient Simone is with her lift and set. Skinner has already completed a half twist. It's instinctive for most gymnasts to twist early on these very difficult twisting skills because it speeds up the rotation, but it decreases the height. Skinner has a very strong throw and rotates remarkably fast, so she gets it around pretty well. Simone's patience and strength allow her to set with both height and speed of flip, so she finishes much higher. Just ideal technique. Here's a side-by-side of Jade Carey and Simone Biles. Again, we see Jade with a strong throw and very tight form, and Simone's patience and strong set and throw. They actually have a lot of similarities here, but because Jade twists much earlier than Simone, her double-double flips around very fast, but it's lower. Still, Jade and Simone both do this very difficult skill with great execution and very easily. Simone has many skills named after her, and this is one of them. It's a double layout half turnout. Again, it's Simone's patience that makes this skill possible for her. She really does a double layout and spots the floor, and at the last minute adds that half twist. She makes this look easy, but it's actually very difficult to be patient enough not to twist early. Very innovative and well done. It looks just as good now as it ever did. Her flexibility then and now still look great, but she consistently does not point her front toe. Of course, in slow motion this stands out much more. She's always been pretty consistent with these bent leg, one leg turns. She does them on beam as well. She does change up her tumbling passes from time to time, and sometimes she does a layout front full step out to a round off back handspring tuck double double. That's a double backflip with 2 twists. Or a tuck full in back out, which is a double backflip with 1 twist. On this side by side, she does a full in on the right side and a double double on the left side. She generates a lot of power out of her layout front full step out and makes both of these passes look casual. But for her, it looks like the only difference is really a tuck backflip or a tuck full flip. Really great technique. Here's a side by side with Jade and Simone. This is a very rare tumbling pass for women, and they both do this incredibly well, staying in a very tight tuck throughout. It's hard to stay tucked in twisting skills, and Simone is very good at keeping a tight tuck in even her most difficult twisting skills. Her normal dismount used to be a double-double, but it seems now that more often she dismounts with a double layout. Her then and now double layout both look very strong and comfortable, and almost identical. I do believe a double layout is easier to stick the landing. Let's get started with one of Simone's most difficult and impressive tumbling passes. This is a triple-double, or a tucked double backflip with 3 twists. The only 2 women that I'm aware that do a triple-double are Jade Carey and Simone Biles. I've already done a video analysis of Jade Carey, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description. This triple-double, in my view, breaks down to a double full in, full out, but I don't really know how she breaks it down in her mind. Let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison of Simone Biles' triple-double with Kenzo Shirai's triple-double. Kenzo is considered one of the best twisters in gymnastics by many, but he still opens up more than Simone on his twisting during his triple-double. Kenzo has more of a whipping around flip, while Simone goes straight up and rotates her flip via her tight tuck position. They both complete the skill very comfortably. She's so strong in the air, and she pulls her body through her twisting and flipping very fast. That gives her a lot of time to spot the ground and prepare for her landing. Just incredible technique and strength throughout this entire triple-double. I think one of her biggest challenges in her more difficult tumbling passes is staying in bounds. She has a very strong run, very long back handspring and snap down, and she's very bouncy and bounces out of bounds sometimes. What stands stands out to me is how physically strong she is. I actually think many overlook this. She's very small and explosive, but she also moves through her twists and her flips very fast in the air, allowing her to finish her skills earlier and have more time to spot and focus on her landing. You rarely see Simone land short on any event. That's because her great technique mixed with her incredible strength to pull her body through the air allows her to do more twisting and flipping in the same air time as her fellow gymnasts. I don't think the question for Simone is what can she do. I think the question is what will she choose to do. She has so many skills to choose from on each event. That's a little close. If she does her most difficult routine, her start value is above most other athletes, and that gives her room for errors, but there's also much more risk to make a larger mistake. If she does her easier routines, her start value is still above most other gymnasts, but not as much, so she doesn't have as much wiggle room to win if she has some mistakes. Again, she doesn't have to do a triple twisting double back on the floor to win. Maybe she'd use it in the finals. I think that's part of the excitement for many that watch Simone. She's older now, and she has so many skills to choose from to construct her routines, you never know exactly what she's gonna do. Simone recently said in an interview, "I'm not just back, I'm better." After reviewing countless then and now videos of her gymnastics, I have to say I think I agree with her. Now it just comes down to having a great competition and doing what she trains to do. Thanks again as always for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel and leave any thoughts you might have in the comments. Until next time, rock on.